Hi everyone, I'm Burkle and welcome to Bainesville, my Minecraft survival world where I'm building up this thriving kingdom. My goal is to get better at the game with its form and function. In this video, I want to make an automatic tree farm, but first, a few progress reports on 3 changes. I finally updated from 1.18 to 1.19.2 on a stable build with all my client-side mods working. I've added a few data packs, so now we've had access to player heads, mob heads, as well as wandering traders selling microblocks, and a few other things that like a Hermitcraft server runs. I just enjoy those types of things to add details. To make it easier for all the update stuff, I pruned the chunks around my build area, so everything I built is saved, but all the area around it is fresh, so there could be the new stuff right next to me, so that's really nice. And then in the last video, we made the beachside apartments and the iron farm, which is cranking out iron with one module. Since then, the only thing I've done playing wise is really just digging a hole in the world for the tree farm to go in, and then designing a tree farm itself, but as in a creative world. I could show you that now.
Okay, sweet. So this is the automatic tree farm that I put together based off of a few designs that I've seen on YouTube. I kind of just put them together as a smorgasbord of things that somehow works and produces pretty decently. This is based off of a double chest or 2 double chests of bone meal, which is pretty free based off of like moss farms, and also bone meal, not bone meal, but like a skeleton grinder, which I have, and there's plenty of ways to get bone meal, so it's very easy to get this, and then you get free wood, which is really nice. So I can give you a little bit of a rundown on how it works. This lever down here powers the whole thing. It is what activates these pistons, which turns on the clock to activate the bone meal dispensers, which dispenses onto the moss block, which will grow a tree eventually, or grow an azalea bush, which will be bone mealed by these dispensers, which will grow the tree, which will then be pushed on this clock, which pushes every 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 ticks, which gives it enough time for a tree to be grown if a azalea bush is placed there. And if you go into here, we see we have some pistons down below on these moss blocks, which also get powered every tick to grow these into moss again from being transformed into dirt when they've grown into trees. So it's pretty simple with that. Then off the clock, it goes up this torch tower, up this piston tower with the glass on the redstone, which pushes every 16 ticks, pushes out the tree into the line. Then this would be every 8 ticks, or every 8 pushes. Well, I guess every 6 pushes, and then it just moves along. This will power the TNT launcher, which fires, lands on this block, and destroys whatever is here. It's not lossless, but bone meal is so easy to come by. I'm not worried about the losses. I just want whatever is free wood, so I don't need to go chopping down forests and replanting forests. And it's just, to me, this is a fun way to get wood. Okay, we're in the hole. And I've been collecting everything that we need to build the automatic tree farm. Everything, I think this is everything. We need the water, obviously. It's really easy to collect everything because I have pretty much everything here. The only thing I need to go out and get was dead coral, a couple more pieces of obsidian because I just didn't have that many, And that's it. I mean, I had to spend a little time crafting some stuff, but I had everything here already. So this system is amazing. I highly recommend it. But now I'm gonna get ready and start building the automatic tree farm. Yeah. The farm's done. It looks a little different than it was in the time lapse just because I put a roof on it, so that's pretty obvious. Then also I switched the clock over to an etho hopper clock just so it's not doing the consistent rapid clock. And then there was an explosion incident because you shouldn't leave this running while you're on a server when you're not here, because the TNT will just stack and then explode when you load the chunks. So lesson learned, don't do that. I've done it twice, so I'm gonna do it again. I know that. Hopefully when I build the rest of the building, it'll be easier to turn it off and on when I need it. I'll probably just have like a pressure plate that I stand on to AFK. So, but now it is time to start designing and building the actual lumber mill part of the design, which comes up here. I need to start and think about where I'm going to put the water wheel. And I'm thinking that would be right here. And over here would be where the boats would be, the barges would sail up from this canal and pick up all the lumber. And this would be the water wheel, and this would be where the spring comes down and fills in the canal. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get to figuring out this water wheel. Alright, the water wheel is done and the foundations for the building is done. I also added the paths over. I think I'm going to change one of them, but I'm not sure. I'll have to add the rest of the building first. I'm really happy with how this came out. I love the size. I love the colors, the amount that's going on with it. Like how busy it is just really fun. I'm excited to see what I can do with the rest of the building. But what I want to do is like take a look at some of the inspiration I have for this building in general, and then we'll build it up from there. We are in Skyrim here, as you can see. This is one of the first little towns you come to, and here we have the lumber mill with the water wheel. It spins from this creek. See, you don't really need much movement to have the water wheel spinning, at least in this fantasy world. I don't really know too much about actual water wheels in terms of how fast they need to move in speed of like to cut a log, but to me
this is kind of what we're going for, especially with the roof. I wish I could get these arches, but I'm thinking just like a darker dark oak stair underneath, facing up, and then we would just have, similar to some of the other buildings, it would just be like a regular oak or maybe a spruce. We'll just keep it dark. I know these pillars we're gonna leave oak, and then we can just add some banners, and then we'll have more storage, I think, than this, because this is kind of small, but this is kind of what I've been looking for. I don't know how to get this kind of shape without using stairs. And I don't want this overhang. I'd rather everything be on it itself. So maybe we should I should lift up where the logs are sliding. Yeah, that makes sense. So they have a place to land even on the platform. So I'll have to lift that up a little. We have a place for logs, strip logs. We'll have like stored different kinds around, because this is like all out in the open. It's like an area, not a building, I guess, is the thought. Like here they have a little place to gain access to the creek, river. I'm not sure. I need to study my bodies of water, I guess, because I don't know anything about that. Hi Lydia. I'm not playing this game really. I'm just here to observe. Well, I think that's enough fooling around, and time to get back to building. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed reminiscing with me through building this place, because I'm definitely gonna have to reminisce for a good time, because, you know, it's not so awesome. There's a little bit of an explosion happened from the TNT duper, so I guess I learned my lesson. I don't know what I'm doing with TNT dupers, so should I at least it wasn't like most of the building, like it was a lot of the building. My boat's alive. And my crane, a little bit of the crane. I guess this is what I'm gonna do today, is remake this and light up that and bring him up, I guess. I'm devastated.
I'm devastated. At least the chests that had wood in them survived. That's what's important. Alright, back to building. Hey there. I can say this wholeheartedly. I hope I don't have to rebuild this a third time, just because I'm pulling what hair I got left out, and there ain't not much left, so we gotta be careful. But I am happy with the final results. It's just a matter of, I hope they stay final. It was just so disheartening, everything explode. But I'm really happy with the interior of the lumber mill, with the little workstations, the just the form that we see here with the lumber being chopped up, turned into the planks, and stripped down into different forms, and with our crane bringing the lumber onto the boat. It just makes everything feel kind of alive, like there's meaning behind everything. I definitely need to deal with a lot of this forest and expanding the river, but that's a future me problem. But this is a long project, and I'm going to be working on this kingdom for a very, very long time, so who knows what things are going to look like in the end. But I think that's enough for today, and I'll get to connecting the two areas in the next episode. So, hope you enjoyed, and you have a great rest of your day.